Welcome to my channel. I am very happy you are here today. Let me ask you one simple question. Why do you study English every day but still cannot speak confidently? You go to classes, you watch English videos, you learn new words, you learn grammar rules, you even understand English when others speak, but when it is your turn to speak, something strange happens. Your heart beats fast. Your mouth feels heavy. Your mind goes blank. You think, I know this sentence, but the words do not come out. You stay silent, or you speak very slowly, or you make many mistakes and feel ashamed. If this is happening to you, you are not alone. Almost every English learner feels this pain, and the problem is not you. You are not weak. You are not bad at English. The real problem is how you are learning. Most people learn English with their eyes. They read books, they write notes, they study rules. But English is not only a subject. English is a sound. English is a rhythm. English is movement of the mouth. If you do not train your ears and your mouth together, you will always feel stuck. I know this feeling very well. I studied English for many years. I knew grammar, I knew vocabulary, but I was afraid to speak. I felt slow. I felt nervous. Then I found one simple method. It was not magic, it was not difficult, but it was powerful. This method is called shadowing. Shadowing means you listen and speak at the same time. You do not wait. You do not think too much. You follow the speaker like a shadow. When I started shadowing, my English slowly changed. My listening became faster. My pronunciation became clearer. My confidence grew. And the best part is this: you do not need talent. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need 10 to 15 minutes a day. If you do shadowing for just 7 days, you will feel a difference. Not tomorrow, not in 1 hour, but step by step, day by day. So, stay with me until the end of this video, because I will explain everything in simple words. I will show you how to do shadowing the right way, and I will help you avoid common mistakes. This method changed my English, and it can change yours too. Chapter 1: Why Your English is Not Improving. The Pain Point. Many English learners ask the same question again and again. Why is my English not improving? They study every day. They work hard. They spend money and time. But still, they feel stuck. If this is you, please listen carefully, because the problem is not your effort. The problem is not your intelligence. The problem is the method. Most students learn English in the same old way. They open a book, they read grammar rules, they memorize long word lists, they do exercises, they write answers. This looks like learning. But something important is missing. They are not using English with their mouth and ears together. Think about this. English is a language people speak. English is something people hear. It is not only something people read. English is not only a subject like math or history. English is a sound. English is a rhythm. English is music made by the mouth. But many learners study English silently. They read quietly. They think quietly. They never speak out loud. So what happens? Their eyes become strong, but their mouth stays weak. When they listen to English, it feels fast. When they try to speak, it feels scary. This is very normal, and this is very common. Now let us talk about fear, because fear is a big enemy for English learners. Many learners are afraid of mistakes. They think, what if I say the wrong word? They think, what if my grammar is wrong? Many learners are afraid of their accent. They compare themselves to native speakers. They feel embarrassed. Many learners are afraid of speaking in front of others. They feel everyone is watching them. They feel everyone is judging them. So they stay quiet. They stay silent. They understand English, but they do not speak it. But here is the truth. This fear does not come from your heart. This fear comes from your training. You are afraid because your mouth is not trained. You are afraid because your brain and mouth are not connected. Think about driving a car. If you only read about driving, will you feel confident on the road? No, you must practice again and again. The same is true for English. If you only study English but do not use it with sound, you will always feel nervous. Many students tell me, I know the sentence in my head, but when they speak, the sentence disappears. This is not because they are stupid. This is not because they are lazy. It is because they trained the wrong skill. Let me say this very clearly. You are not bad at English. You are not weak. You are not slow. You are just training the wrong skill. You trained reading. You trained writing. But you did not train speaking and listening together. This is why your English feels broken. This is why your confidence is low. I have met many very smart students, doctors, engineers, university students. They are intelligent people. But they say, Sir, I cannot speak English. This makes me sad because I know the truth. Many smart students quit English, not because they are weak, but because nobody showed them the right method. They think English is too hard. They think they have no talent. They think they are too old. All of this is wrong. English is a skill, and skills can be trained. If you train the wrong way, you get bad results. If you train the right way, you improve. This is the key idea. You do not need more grammar books. You do not need more word lists. You need a method that trains your ears and mouth together. You need a method that removes fear. You need a method that builds confidence naturally. There is one method that does this. One simple method. It improves listening. It improves speaking. It improves pronunciation. And it improves confidence at the same time. That method is shadowing. Chapter 2. What is shadowing? Explain like a child. Now, let us talk about shadowing. Do not worry. This is very easy to understand. I will explain it like I explain to a child. Shadowing is very simple. You listen and you speak at the same time. That is all. You do not stop the audio. You do not pause. You do not wait for the speaker to finish. You listen and speak together, just like a shadow. When you walk in the sun, your shadow walks with you. It does not stop. It does not wait. It follows you immediately. Shadowing in English is the same. The speaker speaks. You speak with the speaker. Let me give you a very easy example. The audio says, Good morning. How are you today? You listen, and at the same time you say, Good morning. How are you today? You may be slow. You may miss some words. That is okay. You do not stop. You continue. This is shadowing. Many learners think shadowing is repeating, but it is not repeating. Repeating means you listen, you stop, then you speak. Shadowing is different. Shadowing means you listen, you speak, together, no break. This is very important. Now, you may think this sounds difficult, but listen to me carefully. Children learn language like this. Think about a small child, a baby. Does the baby open a grammar book? No. Does the baby memorize words? No. The baby listens again and again. The baby copies sounds again and again. The baby does not care about mistakes. The baby does not feel shy. The baby just tries. First, the baby makes sounds, then words, then sentences. This is natural language learning. Shadowing uses the same idea. You are copying sounds. You are copying rhythm. You are copying speed. You are not thinking about rules. You are not thinking about grammar. You are just following the sound. This is why shadowing is powerful. Now, let me explain why shadowing feels hard at first. When you shadow, three things work together: your brain, your ears, your mouth. For many learners, this is new. Before, they only used their eyes. Now, they are using sound and speech together. At first, your brain feels busy. Your mouth feels slow. This is normal. It is like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, you fall. You feel uncomfortable. But slowly, your body learns. Shadowing connects your brain, ears, and mouth. This connection is very important. When you listen only, you train listening. When you speak only, you train speaking. But when you do both together, you train real communication. This is how people speak in real life. They listen, they understand, they respond, all very fast. Shadowing trains this speed. That is why shadowing works faster than normal practice. You are not translating in your head. You are not thinking in your native language. You are reacting to sound. This is a big change. Now let me remove one big fear. Many learners say, but my pronunciation is bad. Shadowing helps this. Many learners say, but I am shy. Shadowing helps this. Many learners say, but I am slow. Shadowing helps this too. Why? Because you are not creating sentences. You are not inventing words. You are copying. Copying is safe. Copying is easy. You are following a guide. Even if you feel weak in copying English, this method still works. Even if you feel shy, this method still works. Even if you think you are too old, this method still works. Because shadowing is not about intelligence. It is about training. If you train daily, you improve. Slowly, naturally. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine you shadow English every day. Only 10 minutes. Your ears become used to English sound. Your mouth becomes used to English movement. Speaking becomes less scary. Listening becomes easier. One day, you speak a sentence, and you feel surprised. You think, wow, I spoke without thinking. This is the power of shadowing. Now you know what shadowing is. You know how simple it is. But you may still ask one question. Why does this method work so powerfully? Why does it change English so deeply? Let me explain that next. Chapter 3, Why Shadowing Works, the Science in Simple Words. Now you understand what shadowing is, but you may still ask a very important question. Why does shadowing work so well? Why does it change English ability faster than many other methods? The answer is simple. English fluency is muscle memory. Let me explain this in an easy way. Think about riding a bicycle. At first, it feels difficult. You think about balance. You think about your hands. You think about your feet. But after some time, something changes. You stop thinking. Your body just moves. The same thing happens when you drive a car. At first, you think about everything: the mirror, the brakes, the road. But later, you drive and talk at the same time. Your body remembers what to do. This is muscle memory. Speaking English is the same. Your mouth is a muscle, your tongue is a muscle. Fluent English is not only in the brain, it is in the body. Many learners understand English, but their mouth is not trained. So when they speak, they feel slow, they feel nervous. Shadowing trains the body. When you shadow, your mouth moves again and again. Your tongue learns English sounds. Your lips learn English rhythm. You are not thinking, you are moving. This is why shadowing works. Now let us look at what shadowing trains. First, shadowing trains listening speed. Many learners say, English is too fast. English feels fast because your ears are not trained. When you shadow, you listen carefully. You follow every sound. Slowly, your ears become stronger. English starts to feel normal. Second, shadowing trains pronunciation. You are copying a real speaker, a real voice, a real accent. You are not guessing sounds, you are following them. Over time, your pronunciation improves naturally. Third, shadowing trains sentence rhythm. English has music. Some words are strong, some words are soft. When you read silently, you miss this music. When you shadow, you feel it. This makes your English sound more natural. Fourth, shadowing trains confidence. At first, you feel uncomfortable, but after many days, you feel brave. Your mouth knows what to do. Your fear becomes smaller. Now, let me tell you the most important part. Shadowing removes translation. Many learners translate in their head. First, they think in their native language. Then they change it to English. This is slow. This is tiring. Shadowing stops this habit. When you shadow, there is no time to translate. You must react. You hear English, you speak English. This is a big change. This is when real fluency starts. Now, let us talk about grammar. Many learners worry too much about grammar. They think, I must learn all rules first. But think about children again. They speak correctly before studying grammar. Why? Because they hear correct sentences again and again. Shadowing gives you real grammar. You repeat real sentences. You repeat correct patterns. Your brain learns grammar naturally. No memorizing rules. No stress. This is very powerful. Now let me create an emotional picture for you. One day, you are talking to someone. You speak a sentence. It comes out easily. You did not plan it. You stop for a moment. You think, did I really say that? You smile. This moment is special. This moment means your English is changing. This moment comes from training, not talent. Shadowing creates this moment. But I must tell you the truth. Many learners try shadowing, but they fail. Not because shadowing is bad, but because they do it the wrong way. They choose hard audio. They practice too long. They give up too early. So now, let me show you the right way to do shadowing. Chapter 4, How to do shadowing correctly, step by step. Now we come to the most practical part. This is where many learners make mistakes. They know what shadowing is, but they do not know how to do it correctly. So please listen carefully, because if you do shadowing the right way, your English will grow. If you do it the wrong way, you will feel tired and quit. Let me show you the correct steps. Very simple, very clear. Step 1 is choosing the right audio. This step is very important. Do not ignore it. Many learners choose hard English, fast English, difficult words. This is a big mistake. At the beginning, you need easy audio, slow English, short sentences, clear voice. You should understand the general idea. Not every word. If the audio feels too hard, your brain will panic. Your mouth will stop. So choose easy content. It can be simple stories, beginner conversations, slow podcasts. Remember this rule: easy audio builds confidence. Step 2 is session length. Many learners think, if I study more, I will improve more. This is not true for shadowing. Do not shadow for 1 hour. Do not shadow for 30 minutes. Only 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Why? Because shadowing uses a lot of energy. Your brain is listening. Your mouth is speaking. If you do it too long, you will feel tired. You will feel bored. Short practice is powerful practice. It is better to do 10 minutes every day than 1 hour once a week. Step 3 is how to shadow. Play the audio. Start speaking with a speaker. Do not stop the audio. Do not pause. If you miss a word, continue. If you miss a sentence, continue. This is very important. Top moment. You do not need to understand every word. Let me repeat this. You do not need to understand every word. This removes pressure. This removes fear. Understanding comes later. Fluency comes first. Your job is to follow sound, not to analyze. Step 4 is your posture and voice. Sit straight or stand. Do not lie down. Keep your body awake. Speak clearly. Not too loud, not too quiet. Use your real voice. Do not whisper. Your mouth needs full movement. Step 5 is focus. Do not use your phone for other things. Do not check messages. For 10 minutes, give full attention. This is training time. Now let us talk about mistakes. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes are good. If you make mistakes, it means you are practicing. Do not stop when you make a mistake. Do not feel bad. Shadowing is not a test. It is training. Now, let me teach you how to repeat daily without burnout. This is very important. Choose one short audio, shadow it for 10 minutes. Do not change audio every minute. Repeat the same audio for 2 or 3 days. Why? Because repetition builds muscle memory. The first day feels hard, the second day feels easier, the third day feels natural. This is progress. After that, move to new audio. This way, you grow without stress. Now, I want to give you one powerful message. If you miss words, do not stop. If you feel lost, continue. This is how fluency grows. Fluency is not perfect. Fluency is movement. You keep going. Now, the most important part. What happens if you do this for 7 days? Chapter 5. What will change in 7 days? Motivation and proof. Now, let me answer the question that is in your mind. What will really change if you do shadowing for 7 days? I want to be honest with you. Shadowing is not magic. You will not become perfect in 1 week. But something very important will change. Your relationship with English will change. Let me show you what usually happens, day by day, day 1 and day 2. At the beginning, English feels fast, very fast. Your mouth feels heavy. Your tongue feels slow. You feel tired after 10 minutes. You may think, this is too hard. This feeling is normal. Your brain is learning a new skill. Your mouth is waking up. Do not stop. Day 3 and day 4. Something small changes. But it is important. Your mouth feels lighter. Your speaking feels smoother. You still make mistakes, but you feel less fear. Listening becomes easier. English feels less noisy. This is a good sign. Day 5 and day 6. Now confidence starts growing. You speak louder, you hesitate less. You start to enjoy the sound of English. You feel proud after practice. Day 7. This is the special day. Speaking feels more natural. Not perfect, but natural. You speak without stopping so much. Top moment. You start copying tone and rhythm naturally, without thinking. This is a big step. Now let me tell you a small story. One of my students was very shy. He understood English well, but he never spoke. He started shadowing for 10 minutes a day. At first, he felt stupid. He felt slow. After 1 week, he sent me a message. He said, "Sir, something is changing. My mouth moves faster." This is real. Now let me teach you one important lesson. Consistency beats talent. Many people wait for confidence, but confidence comes from practice. If you want real English, you must make this a habit, and I will help you. Chapter 6. Make shadowing a daily habit, the long-term plan. Now we come to the final chapter. This is where everything connects. You know what shadowing is, you know why it works, you know how to do it correctly. You know what can change in 7 days. Now the real question is this. How do you make shadowing a habit? Because real English does not come from one video, it comes from daily practice. Let us talk about discipline, but do not worry. I will keep it simple. Discipline does not mean studying for hours. Discipline means showing up every day, even for a short time. You do not need motivation every day. You need a routine. First, decide when you will practice. It can be in the morning, when your mind is fresh, or it can be at night. When the day is quiet, there is no perfect time. There is only your time. Choose one time and protect it. Second, choose a quiet place. Not in front of the TV, not with loud music. A simple corner is enough. Now, let me tell you the most important rule. Short daily practice beats long weekly study. This is the top moment. 10 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. Why? Because your brain learns through repetition. Your mouth learns through daily movement. Long study makes you tired. Short study makes you strong. Now let us talk about combining shadowing with other skills. Shadowing is powerful, but it becomes stronger when you add two things, listening and reading. Here is a simple plan. First, listen to easy English. Just listen. Then, read the same text. Do not study, just enjoy. Then, shadow the same audio. This triangle works very well. Listening gives sound, reading gives meaning, shadowing gives fluency. Now I want to talk about burnout. Many learners start strong, then they stop. Why? Because they try too much. Do not change many methods. Do not chase perfection. Just shadow. If one day you feel tired, do only 5 minutes. 5 minutes is better than 0. Now, let me remind you of something important. English is not just a language. English is freedom. Freedom to speak, freedom to travel, freedom to grow. When you speak English, you open doors, new jobs, new people, new ideas. You deserve this freedom. You are not too old. You are not too slow. You just need the right method and daily action. Now, take a deep breath, smile. You are ready for the next step. If this video helped you, then you are learning English the right way. You are not just memorizing rules, you are training real English. Shadowing changed my English step by step, and I truly believe it can change yours too. But remember one thing, learning English is not a secret, it is a habit. If you want more simple and clear English lessons like this, subscribe to the channel. This channel is made for learners like you. Please like this video. When you like it, more English learners can find it, and you help others who feel lost, just like you once did. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me one thing. Will you try shadowing for 7 days? Write yes in the comments if you are ready. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. I will see you in the next lesson.